Yes, it's very debatable. I wonder if it's going to catch fire if I put it too close to the fire.
No, it's not hot.
How hot is that?
Not hot.
Well, it's got to set like this, though.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Well, it's recording right now. You know what that means. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Biker Podcast. I do that every single time.
I know.
So, you know who I am. I'm your fearless and dumbfounded leader, Marcus. And I want to welcome you back to the Daily Biker Podcast for episode number...
18?
No, you're off. It's 16. You
I
failed
had no
horribly.
idea.
Failed horribly.
I know y'all know that voice. That is Mr. Lewis.
How's it going?
So I'm going to put something out real quick because I'm getting really tired of calling you Lewis.
Okay.
Lewis's name is Lewis. Lewis is professionally known by Lewis. Lewis is on social medias as Lewis. I have known Lewis for a couple years before the podcast came out. I refer to him as something different because he has a nickname. I won't go into the pet name. That's a different story for closed doors. Our bedroom time is our bedroom time. But if y'all hear me refer to him as Trey, which I potentially have slipped up before, that's a nickname. So,
Just for clarification.
Yeah, just for clarification. So, we're not alone. Why can't we ever seem to get alone?
I think just jealousy issues, really what it is.
They have to be close to us.
Yeah.
Can you scoot in any manner? I feel like you're too far away.
Yeah, well.
It's been recording really good, though. Oh, I don't know if I want you to get that close to me. But
All right.
now the dog looks confused. Easy, bro. Easy.
These are your new parents.
So, I have the ladies with us tonight. The ladies are here. We'll have Miss Megan.
Hello.
And we have Miss Muffet.
Hello.
You had to go with her.
Yeah.
So, yeah, go back to the conversation we were having before I rudely got interrupted and said, hey, why are we recording this? So, Pan America. The dealership got the first Pan America, or we got 2 Pan Americas at the dealership now. A couple days ago, Demo got on the... I was going to say Demo got on the floor today, but I don't know if on the floor is correct. Because as soon as it was available for demo, I hadn't been inside the building since.
And that's probably the way it'll be for a while, I think. I think that bike's going to be real popular.
So here's what's really cool. So you recently got to ride an adventure motorcycle.
I did.
But I think... So what I was going to say before you rudely interrupted me and told me I should be recording for prosperity purposes.
Rudely interrupted you with a great idea.
Yeah. Y'all can thank Lewis for this one. So, think about the feeling you got when you rode that live wire.
Yeah.
You knew you were still on something produced by Harley Davidson, but it was completely different. You could see the future, and you could see a huge potential in it.
Yeah.
Price point,
Right.
But I think they're working on that. I mean, Harley did, I guess, make an announcement. I'm assuming they made an announcement. I haven't heard anything about it, but I saw it on RevZilla's website.
That's the only publication, whatever you want to call it, that I've seen say anything about it.
So Livewire is still going to be around, but it's going to be its own brand. It's not going to be badged as a Harley Davidson motorcycle, which I don't necessarily think is a bad thing because that electric motor engineering platform and all that stuff that they're doing with the bicycles and stuff with go-kart or golf carts and stuff like that, I think has big potential. And I don't know what they're going to do because in that article it said like dealers. Like it didn't say at Harley dealers.
Yeah, which kind of baffles me. It's like, okay, are they going to do what GM was talking about doing with the Corvette and have Corvette dealerships? I mean, that's a lot of money just to invest in.
I still think GM could have done a Corvette dealership.
Well, and I'm not saying they couldn't. I think they could. But in the live wires...
Well, see, so to pause you real quick, I think there could have been a twin-turbo V6 Corvette like 450, 500 horsepower, front wheel drive. There could have been your standard front wheel drive. So basically C7s, one of them twin turbo V6 or supercharged V6, one of them V8, and then make the Mac Daddy Corvette, whether they wanted to call it the Zora, like they talked about for a while or something, do something special with that, and that would be the current C8 model.
So have like a bunch of
a
different Corvette. Yeah, a whole lot. Which I guess is kind of where I was going. It's like you would think you would do that first. Like Harley would, okay, here we're coming out with all these e-bikes, and we're going to be able to pack a small showroom full of electric bikes, and then say, all right, it's going to be its next. It's going to be its own thing. So,
well, yes and no. I get what you're saying. I think you're going to see the relationship between the two brands. I personally think that you'll end up seeing stuff. It's like, that looks an awful lot like a bagger, but it's electric. I think you'll end up. Well, you could see that. We'll see what happens with this move. But the same thing with the Pan America. Oh, you're going to see an electric Pan America. I actually heard someone say that today. By 2035, that most of the Harleys on the sales floor would be electric motorcycles.
Well, same could be said for vehicles in general. Honestly, there's no telling where all this technology is going to go.
They keep pushing the goalposts and keep pushing the goalposts, though. I'm pretty sure it was 2010 they were talking about being electric.
So I don't know what year the Prius came out, but
oh, you're talking like 05.
05.
If not earlier.
So I mean, they actually called on. It seems like you see a lot of them on the road, a lot of older ones on the road.
Yeah, well, you can pick up a used Prius with a bad battery for $1,000, buy a new battery for $2,000, take it to a secondhand shop and put in a battery for $1,000, and you have, for less than $5,000, you have the same car with a brand new battery that someone just paid $9,500 to $11,000 for. I think that's why you're seeing a lot of Priuses. They're second-hand cars.
Well,
or Pri, would that be plural?
Maybe. I just thought it was. So the article was kind of vague on. Well, it wasn't vague. It just didn't give any reasoning at all for the split.
Well, I think that's where you'll see the Serial 1 at. Whether I don't know if you're going to see Serial 1 in bicycle shops, and most of your bicycle shops that are carrying electric bicycles, it's from brands that are already owned by other actual bicycle manufacturers.
Yeah.
But Serial 1 is not owned by a bicycle manufacturer. It's owned by Harley Davidson. I don't think you're going to see a Serial 1 in a Harley shop. I could be wrong. I very well could be wrong. I think it'd be super cool for that 45-foot trip I have from my office to the bathroom to be able to hop on a Serial 1 and go across the office on.
So I'll tell you what would be cool. Harley Davidson has tried it once.
Golf carts?
It was a failure, but now that we're going in a different direction,
I know where you're going.
Get into the motocross game.
I know you were going there. Yeah, I mean, Zero seems to be stepping up in that motocross world. I think there's another brand too, is there not?
Alta. So Alta is a company that Harley had put some money into or had some kind of partnership or something. In the RevZilla article, I actually seen where that partnership had dissolved.
So I didn't know that. See, I didn't read the whole article. I can't read too well, so I kind of skimmed a little bit.
Yeah.
I picked up on some of the smaller words that I understood.
Like Tahi.
Yeah, Tahi.
But yeah, I didn't realize that partnership had ended. So I was wondering, like, I don't know. There was after reading the article, instead of being like informed, like, oh, this is happening, I had like 10,000 other questions. Yeah.
Well, I think the article might be it's not necessarily a jump to conclusions, but I think it kind of is. They might have been trying to be first ones to get information out there. So you have exactly this. You have two guys sitting here and talking on a podcast about an article by RevZilla.
Well, and yeah.
Maybe they did their job.
Well, and here's the thing.
Maybe they did a good job. Lemmy, if you're listening, y'all did a good job.
On Harley's part, though, I wonder where they got the information from. Was this leaked by Harley, or was this?
It didn't say that, but that's the thing. It didn't say that.
It
in the
didn't say
article.
anything. Yeah.
I mean, of course, if they have insider information that's leaking that stuff, so
and they were the only people that I seen, anyways, that reported it. I don't know. Anyways,
Revzilla's not small.
yeah.
Let's just clarify that. They're huge.
But well, and I guess where I was going with this is, if this was a statement that Harley wanted to get out, the person that sent me the article did not. They were like, okay, are we doing damage control here? Or are we, is this the same thing that's going to happen with Buell? There was a lot of negative.
In that Revzilla article, there's the picture of the motorcycle, non-branded as Harley Davidson. It's branded as Livewire.
Right.
And it says that the motorcycle is not branded as Harley Davidson. It's fully branded as Livewire. There is no Harley Davidson branding on the motorcycle. And under the image, it says it is a stock photo from Harley Davidson.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it could have been done better.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah. Whatever.
Anyways. So, Pan America, though. You want to talk about some buzz? It's had a lot of buzz before it hit floor.
I got to sit on it yesterday. I didn't get to ride it, but I love the way it felt. I can't wait to ride it.
There was people that literally came in the shop today, looked at the motorcycle, and told me. I had 3 different people tell me, I saw the pictures online, and I was like, and seeing it in person,
It's a good-looking
motorcycle.
Yeah.
But I've also made the same statement to people that for those people out there, if it didn't say Harley and you didn't already know it was a Harley, you wouldn't know that it was a Harley.
Right.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing. Because not knowing that it's a Harley Davidson, even riding it, not knowing that it's a Harley Davidson, means that it puts it in that playing field.
Well,
it's on the field. I mean, it's not like it's sitting on the sidelines still waiting to be a good machine.
well, the CEO of Harley did say, hey, look, we're changing it up.
Yeah.
We're putting new models out there.
Yeah.
We're going to do stuff a little bit differently. I love it. I'm glad, and I hope they keep the train going.
You know what that makes me want to see? They put it on the back burner, but you know what that makes me really want to see now? The Bronx.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, that would be it'd be a tough sell for me between Pan America and Bronx.
Yeah, I mean, the Bronx is nothing really. I don't desire. I desire to ride it. I don't really desire to own it, but there is an entire market that would be very interested in that bike.
Well, you don't say you'd have the desire to own it, but you rode a Kawasaki 900 RS.
I did, and I loved it.
But what if the Bronx wasn't too far off in that same category, but V twin power?
And it's really nothing to do with. It's really nothing to do with anything about the bike other than I just like the classic look of the RS. That's all that was.
I feel like you like the color Kawasaki green,
and I do like Kawasaki. Yes,
but we've already made the statement that we can repaint your motorcycle Kawasaki green.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably leave the street light alone.
So, I told Greg Smith. You haven't met Greg, I don't think. I told him Thursday evening that I was going to let him come out here. Muffin, I feel like she's trying to show me something. What do you got here? What is that? I mean, what? Okay.
That's the second image that popped up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's doing their job appropriately. That might be the second image. Look at image number 6, though.
Yeah.
So, what made you do that?
I just Googled Harley Davidson.
So, she Googles Harley Davidson. Okay. And we go to images. All right. Image number 2 says what? Look at 1, 2, 3. Image number 2 is the White Lightning Harley Davidson logo. Mm-hmm. Image number 6.
White Lightning.
Yeah, it's a picture of a pre-owned Sportster. So that just means somebody is doing their job.
I wonder who that is.
No, that's not me. That's Nathan Huck. I want to give a shout out to Nathan Huck there. Nathan does all the pictures for the website. Nathan's really good about making sure that our brand is known. But I'll get back to Pan America. But I don't think I told you. I didn't. Did I? You were there Thursday, but I don't know if you were there when I said it. About the flat track? No, I did. I told you about the flat track. I know the conversation's sounding really confusing right now to anybody that may be listening. So, at the Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival at Loretta Lynn's Ranch, there is the Dash for the Cash. Mm-hmm. It is, I want to say it's the big race. I don't know if it's the big race, but it is one of the big races. It's put on by Fifth City, and the Dash for the Cash series, or the Dash for the Cash race that they're going to be doing at the TMMR is going to be the White Lightning Harley Davidson Dash for the Cash. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I really hope that comes to Chattanooga. I hope they promote it. I hope they promote the hell out of it, Chattanooga. That'd be so awesome.
So that dude from Fifth City, I spoke with him. His name's Kelly. He was a really nice guy. We talked on the phone for a few, and he seems like he really wants it to grow far beyond where we are now.
Right.
What is this? Some crazy kook. Hey, you want to come sit with us? We're recording a podcast. Yeah, come on.
Shut up, Duke. Come here.
Well, look, she can go home. You come over here. We're recording a podcast. It's pretty. What is it? Well, make sure you listen to episode 16 because you're going to hear us talking to you. You never know what kind of messed up neighbors you got in the head. That guy's weird.
Duke or Ruth, come in.
Kind of glad to call him my brother. So pardon that interruption. My brother actually lives down the street from Trey here. He's a nut. We briefly have mentioned him on the show before. What were we talking about though? Oh, the flat track racing. Yeah. So he definitely wants to make it grow, and he sees a huge potential on the East Coast and doing that stuff because there's still a big passion for it. And you don't have all those people out here that are trying to shut down racetracks.
Yeah.
So I think that makes a difference.
Well, Chattanooga's definitely headed in the right direction when it comes to the motorsports because I think that place over at Boyd is going to grow big time. It's going to be packed every weekend.
It has the potential.
Yeah. With as much stuff as they have going on over there, different styles of racing, what they're promoting, they're wanting to bring flat track in, or I don't know if you'd really call it flat track on a banked oval, but whatever.
I feel like we did a half an episode on going to Boyd Speedway already, though.
Yeah, we did.
So
moving on.
Yeah. Whoosh. Go.
So, back to the Pan America.
Yes.
I definitely think you guys are going to have a hard time keeping those on the floor.
I hope so.
There's been a lot of buzz. And you know what's really
So there was a lot of pre-buzz about it. And even now, like I said, there's people that are seeing it going, holy cow, that's
every
bike.
major YouTuber that has done a review on it, when they released them for review, let people ride them. There was even, I think in Europe, they let them take them off road and did a full 2 or 3 day long review. Everybody loves it. Everybody's like, this makes sense. This is finally the direction that they needed to go. They are stepping out of their box and building a bike, putting a bike on the market that is not just an attempt to get into, in this case, the adventure market, but they actually seem to have succeeded. They built something like, oh, okay, yeah, instead of whatever bike ABC, bike X over here, I'm definitely going to consider this Harley. And that's going to help a huge. I mean, the United States is one thing. The United States, Harley has over 30% of the market share.
Yeah, now you're talking about bringing in a motorcycle that can have global dominance.
Now you're getting into the European market.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a huge motorcycle market.
Well, not just European. I feel like it's going to be an extremely good seller in places like Canada, places like South America.
Canada's North America, bro.
I know.
So, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think.
You said U.S. though, and you said world market. I'm talking about. For sure, Canada has a couple more dirt roads than America does. But then also, when you look at a lot of this stuff, you've got a lot of people in South America, in Brazil and Argentina and stuff like that, that have these motorcycles that ride and they use them. I think it's not going to be too far-fetched to, in a couple years, when you're watching videos of, they're not even featuring the motorcycle. They're just talking about taking medicine to these small villages in the middle of the jungle, and they're using, whether they're using Jeeps or using motorcycles, it's not going to be a big deal to go, oh, look, they're using Pan Americas.
Consider this. Military contract.
I don't think the military would go back to motorcycles.
I mean, there's always going to be a special need for something like that.
Yeah, there is.
They're going to love to spend money.
I don't think they're going to go back to motorcycles. You know where I would see it being used before it is military contract? The police.
Well, government contract, so yeah.
I could see it being used as a police motorcycle. I mean, there are places, especially where you're talking about the European market, there are places in the European market where they do have more of an adventure-style motorcycle, but they're running mag wheels with more of a street tire.
Yeah. Well, and with the power that thing's putting out, too, I mean, it wouldn't be far-fetched to believe that, police and, whoever could use it for patrols.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're talking about 150 horsepower, 94 foot-pounds of torque on a bike that weighs 534 pounds wet.
Yeah.
So, it's got more horsepower, which obviously means it's going to roll on that top end more than mine does. I'm going to take it off the line, I do believe, though. But it'll very quickly leave me.
Well, you're talking about, too, I mean, it seems like it's going to be the perfect mix of, like you said, the weight, the power, the utility. It is going to be a primary motorcycle for something.
Yeah, well, it's got probably, I'm going to say 20 torque, 20 less foot-pounds of torque than what I have on an upgraded engine. Keep in mind, upgraded.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also almost 300 pounds heavier.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be an awesome street performer. Now, off-road, it's probably going to perform as well as any bigger bike is. I mean, whatever you do with this bike, no matter how much horsepower you have, when you take it off-road, it's going to be too much.
Well,
but that's where the rider modes come in.
I don't think. To me, a 500-pound motorcycle, hopefully you're not trying to do anything extreme. But at the same time, I have seen those videos of dudes that are, I mean, they're going, I don't know what they call it, the Trans-American route or something, where they go from the southernmost point of South America to, like, Alaska.
Yeah.
On motorcycles, which someone did it on, like, a Ural. That'd be a rough time on a Ural. But, well, actually, long way up. Is his name Patrick Ewing?
Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor.
Yes.
Boy, I missed that one by a mile. So, Ewan McGregor and his buddy did it on live wires, modified live wires.
Yeah.
But imagine if they had waited a year and did it on Pan Americas.
I'm sure it's coming. Well, they did that one ride.
They did long way round.
And that was...
I think they used Tigers.
KTMs, right?
Was it KTMs?
Yeah, it was KTMs. Well, here's a good thing, too, about the Pan America. Take a big bike off-road, you drop it, and guess what you don't have to worry about? Knocking the cylinder head off.
It's true. Where you going? More coffee?
Yeah.
Who am I supposed to talk to?
Go get that caffeine, bro.
I thought I'd get your coffee.
Oh, okay. Here you go.
Megan.
That's what we've been doing this whole time.
I have
Well,
the
the
best
best
wife in the
Coffee
world.
assistant here.
Doesn't know what I do
So-
with coffee.
Right.
I did ride the RS today. Loved it.
Yeah.
It was in the perfect color.
Yeah.
2019 model. It was definitely different. It was that bike has changed a lot in the last 44 years.
Yeah.
Coming off the 900 that I was riding today.
I mean, yeah.
It was a fun bike. It really was. It was a fun bike. I just loved looking at it, honestly.
Yeah. So, cool story, bro. Let's get back to this Pan America. No, I mean,
Thank you.
I sound like a jerk when I say that. I want one. Now, I had the privilege of getting an early test ride, and I've had to be tight-lipped about the whole thing. I, unfortunately, only got to ride it when it was... She is going nuts over there.
Oh, it's Aaron.
Oh.
It's fine.
Hello, Aaron
He
Robertson.
commented on my post.
He listens to the podcast.
He does.
Shout out to Aaron. So, I unfortunately, it was pouring and raining when I rode it. I mean, it had quit raining. The roads were still very wet. So, I just cruised in rain mode. So, I didn't get full power or anything like that out of it. It was still a really enjoyable motorcycle.
Yeah. That's what it's built for. Ride it in the rain.
I think they're going to sell like hotcakes. So, the one that White Lightning has is not for sale. It is a demo. It'll sell like crazy. The general manager was already talking about his interest in them. And he didn't get the chance to go ride him during the early demo days. But he now has rode the demo model that we have. He's like, yeah. Yeah, don't set us on fire. We got a little pyromaniac.
I just love fire.
Well, just set the grass on fire.
Okay.
I'm sure he'll end up with one before long.
No, so we talked about it. He's going to let the customers that want them get them first.
Sure.
He's really good about not getting in the way of his customers and making sure that the customers are taken care of before his own wants or needs are taken care of. So,
Well, like I said, I think you guys are going to have a hard time keeping them on the floor.
well,
It's gathering. It's got a lot of interest. A lot of guys that
yeah, they're not going to gather dust.
are, new to the Harley market because of, just the lack of.
We're going to have guys
that was
walking
in
in
their
a
wheelhouse.
dealership that have never stepped foot in a Harley Davidson dealership.
That's exactly right.
And that was kind of one of the things that has been pushed a lot by the general manager to the sales staff, to our parts department, to our service department, and to our motor clothes department. Because if you've ever been in any other dealerships, they're run really different than 99% of your Harley Davidson dealerships out there.
Very different.
Typically, most dealerships that I've experienced, your parts, your clothing, your service is all in one combination. And it's not. It's Harley Davidson dealerships. They break it down.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a different experience, but he's been pushing to the staff that understanding a lot of these customers are going to be first-time visitors to Harley Davidson dealerships.
Yeah. Well, and think about the owners too. Once you get them over that hump to the ownership part of it, then you're getting. They're going to get they're going to see the difference between the way Harley does their dealerships and then the way everybody else does it. So what you just mentioned, Motor Clothes has an entire department, a staff, an entire department. Service, same way. Sales, same way. And being able to go anywhere in the nation and get that, and I'll just say it right now, that the top tier customer service that you're not going to get with any other dealership of any kind of other manufacturer.
Well, you have this
for the most part.
You have a huge dealer network, and even once you get outside the dealer network, you have these smaller blue collar shops.
Yeah.
Now imagine once you start having Pan America parts in the drag specialties book.
Right.
I mean, as soon as some of these aftermarket places get a hold of this thing,
yeah,
because I've seen what they've done with other brands, it's going to be crazy.
And that's going to be a huge draw for these guys coming off the European bikes, because they especially in this area, they don't experience that.
No.
You've got, like in Chattanooga, you've got one dealership that does every bit of the European business in this area.
Yeah.
If you want anywhere else, you're going to Nashville, you're going to Atlanta. I don't even know that Knoxville has anything like that.
Even then, that one dealership doesn't even do all European models.
Yeah.
I mean, if you buy an Aprilia, or you buy an MV Agusta, or a Moto Guzzi, or something of that nature, you're not taking it there for your work. There might be somebody there that can do the work, but if you go to Atlanta and you buy a brand new motorcycle, you're not going back there for your service work.
Yeah.
You got to go to Atlanta.
Well, and the thing is too, those options that you have with the American models now. So you said, of course, Harley's got a huge dealer network in this area. I would consider we have like 2 dealers in this area, right?
Harley Davidson dealers?
Harley Davidson dealers. We have 2 in this area.
Yeah. Well, you have one in Chattanooga and then one just outside of Chattanooga.
Just outside of Chattanooga. So, and then...
It's going to be loud for a second.
Yeah, I know it.
He does not own a muffler.
Oh, no.
He's popped up on other podcasts, too. This is the neighbor.
But then you have all these
he turned
other...
it off. Now he's got to turn it back on.
The mom and pops.
Because he didn't make it.
That are going to be able to supply and give service to all these guys. There's no way in hell you would ever be able to do that. It would be hard enough doing that with a Japanese bike.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that is going to be a huge convenience and a huge selling point by getting these people that have never been in a dealership before, in a Harley Davidson dealership before, getting them in.
Well, a lot of people make jokes about the Harley t-shirts, going to a dealership and buying a t-shirt. But you're going to see guys do it with Pan Americas.
Yeah. The riding gear, I didn't even think about that. So the riding gear y'all had on display,
all brand
I want
new.
that jacket.
Harley's brought out all brand new riding gear, so they have 2 tiers on the riding gear. I don't know if 2 tiers is the right terminology. Two
I wish I could.
2 tiers, 2 levels of riding gear. One of them's gray, one of them's black. So it's
going out.
It's really interesting, and they've got new helmets, jackets, gloves, pants, boots. I mean, everything.
Well, just what I saw that y'all had on display today, and I haven't seen the whole line. I watched a little bit of, I believe it was John Maxwell's video today, and they were showing off some of the new gear, and I think it was geared towards the adventure market. It looks really good. It looks very durable. It looks like it'd be comfortable, especially if you're, riding in, cold or rain or whatever.
Yeah.
I would myself be interested in something like that. I mean, I love my leather jacket, but let's face it, it's, they leave a little bit to be desired.
I don't even own a leather jacket, but part of that, I've got, kind of a windproof soft shell that does a fantastic job.
Mm-hmm.
And the upside about it compared to a leather jacket, because I've had a leather jacket in the past, and I still own a leather jacket, I don't use it anymore, was when that leather got cold, it was cold.
Yeah, and that's the one, I don't know, I mean, I would like to have a leather jacket that actually had like a fleece or wool lining on the inside of it, just thin, That'd be
Just
nice.
go buy you a old bomber's jacket at that point in time.
Well, and then, that's exactly right. But with the new stuff they have coming out, there's really no reason to.
Yeah, I mean, they got, that jacket, the soft shell ball, I mean, that's a Harley Davidson soft shell they came out with a couple years ago. It's got like a really light fleece lining to it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've literally,
Makes all the difference in the world.
I've had that t-shirt on. I've had a hoodie on and that jacket and rode when it was like 40 degrees, 35. Been fine without heated gear.
The heated gear. I've been on the fence about buying some heated gear. At least a heated jacket.
The only thing I want heated are my hands and my feet.
Yeah.
So, I think with that new exhaust, my right foot might stay warm.
Possibly, yeah.
My left foot's going to be a little chilly. And with the hands, obviously, you can get heated grips.
Yeah.
So, now that year we rode back from Panama and it was super cold. My feet were actually not that bad because I had a good pair of boots.
Yeah.
Which do make a difference. My hands, they were cold.
Yeah. That
So-
makes it tough. That's hard when your hands get cold.
Yeah. Well, and my legs got cold because my jacket wasn't leather, but my chaps were.
Yeah.
And once those chaps got cold, they didn't warm back up.
And especially if they start getting wet.
Yeah, well, I was
Your
fortunate
son.
enough that I didn't get wet.
Yeah. I thought y'all were going to. Like I said,
You were in snow.
it was snowing when I was coming from Nashville when you guys were coming from Panama. I thought, uh-oh. Didn't feel bad, though.
Yeah. Pushing the button on your heated seats.
Life like hell.
We did.
I'm lucky to have heat in my pickup truck. So, you could just shut it? I think that's the proper words.
You're not lucky to have heat in your truck. It's Toyota. Everything will always work on a Toyota.
My air conditioner doesn't work.
Well,
Okay, point's been proven.
Yeah,
I
shut up.
think it
Sure.
says more about the owner than it does the actual truck.
The AC wasn't working when I received the truck.
Everybody else's air conditioner is working except for yours, Marcus.
So,
just take my Jeep. It's fine.
I think the AC system just needs to get charged up. But my grandfather was one of those people that the AC probably went out 10 years ago, and he's rolled the windows down ever since.
That
He probably
sounds
lived in
about right,
houses that
actually.
didn't have air conditioning though, so it wouldn't be a big thing for him.
Yeah, I can't honestly tell you if he had AC in his last house. Yeah, I can't.
was
Open up the
wall mount.
refrigerator.
No, door, like screen doors, screen windows open, fans on all the time. I mean, I grew up like that too, though. So,
I did not.
how are we going down this road?
Hell, I
Isn't this a
don't know.
motorcycle podcast?
We have been all over the place on this. So this is the poorest put together podcast, and the poorest put together episode we have ever done.
You know what?
Oh.
It'll probably have the highest number
It
of
probably
downloads.
so,
Hey, you haven't talked about poop yet.
No,
Like
we
you
haven't
did
talked
in
about
the-
poop.
Yeah,
With
speaking of
other
that,
ones.
you need to title this the shittiest episode so far.
I think I'm going to rephrase. I think I'm going to change that title. It's a good one. But I think the episode title for this one might be, wait, what were we talking about again?
Yeah.
That's perfect, actually.
Hey, squirrel. So, Pan America, I think it's going to be a hit. Dude, a little over 20 for the top end, for the S model.
Yeah. That's not bad. That's really not bad at all. I mean, that puts it, right at or below what's in its class.
I think it kind of puts it towards the lower end.
Because what's the BMW?
On the comparison, they had it compared up against like 9 or 10 other motorcycles.
So the BMW's like, what, 23, 24?
I don't remember. I don't know. I don't know.
I really don't either, to be honest with you.
I have literally quit paying attention to the prices of motorcycles because I can't buy any of them.
Yeah.
I can only tell you the price of what certain machines are because I'm frequently asked, hey, how much does that cost?
Yeah.
What is she trying to sound like?
She's telling me that I can.
She wants him to buy the Kawasaki.
Oh. I want him to buy the Pan America. So you can just choose.
Okay.
He needs to ride the Pan America before he buys the Kawasaki.
You're right. You are right.
No, I'm saving my money. We're buying the first Jim Busa.
Oh.
I'm going to sit on
By
it
the
for
time
about,
you're
I'm gonna
like,
sit on it for about 15 years. I'm
And
going to be a
then soar
millionaire.
it.
no,
Yeah.
here's what his thought is. So you watched the Mecum auction and you saw all these bikes go across the auction block. Here's his thought. He's like, right now they're $6,500. I'm going to save up $6,500 cash. So in 3 years, he's going to save up $6,500 cash and go to buy one. They're going to be $10,000.
Yeah.
No, I can buy it now. Right now. I'm set. I'm ready
This
to
is
go.
not eBay.
I
But
can
he
buy it
hasn't
right
bought
now.
any.
Yeah,
Says
you
Well, I
have-
haven't found one yet. I haven't found it yet.
Like,
So you want a clean, non-modified.
exactly.
Well, when I say
Good luck with
non-modified,
that.
let's rephrase that. Loosely modified. If someone put frame
Tastefully.
sliders on it, Corbin seat, Akrapovic or Yoshimura exhaust, yeah.
That's
Okay.
still hard to find.
But-
If someone stretched it, put a different paint job on it, and chrome wheels,
No.
he's not purchasing that
I'm not
motorcycle.
interested
No.
unless you have all the original parts.
Oh my gosh.
If you kept your original swing arm and wheels, and
No, I mean, it's got the original swing arm. You're not seeing how they do that? They just put a block on the factory swing arm.
stupid,
It is very stupid.
Speaking of stupid,
irresponsible owners.
what was we saw today? Someone with a drag racing.
It was a freaking extended swing arm Hayabusa with an even dumber paint job.
I had to bring that up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
So back in the day,
The motorcycle gods gave you a great looking motorcycle, if that's what you're looking for.
If that's what
And
you're...
then us as humans, because we're terrible beings, we take it and do something so stupid to the machine, and here we are. Now I can't find one.
so back in the day, I knew someone that had a Suzuki Katana 750, so it wasn't me. Painted like a bowling ball.
What? He's so upset.
They had more money in a paint job than a motorcycle. was
Oh
worth.
my god.
Oh, God.
And probably no insurance.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it had insurance or not. I'm
I
not sure.
guarantee you.
I'm not sure if they had a tag.
Does that grind your gears?
Yeah, it does.
Upset.
That needs to be a segment. What grinds Trey's gears?
What grinds
He
Trey's gears?
rants. He can rant.
A lot of stuff
A lot of
Yes.
stuff.
grinds Trey's gears. I think we can make a YouTube channel.
But grinds his gears.
Yes.
Like 15 minutes every other day, just a video of him
Upset.
griping about
Yeah.
something. I just figured out who your real father is.
Peter Griffin.
Yes.
No. Alex Jones.
Oh, God.
It's the aliens. We're trying to get into your mind. So,
No, he is my dad.
Alex Jones does not ride a Harley.
He's my dad. That's who he is.
Just want to put that out there. He does not ride a Harley. Nor does Steven Crowder. I like Steven Crowder. Kind of hates on Harleys a little bit.
No, I just figured it out. Who my real dad is Dennis Miller.
Is he the one that used to do the?
I don't want to go on a
the
rant here,
videos?
but and then
Yeah.
it was in his Showtime special or HBO special, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I couldn't remember the dude's name.
No, Trey as an old man
Is my dad.
No,
He
no,
is
no,
my
no, no.
dad.
It's gonna
Is
be
me
hell.
Is
40 years older?
is Lewis Black.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Lewis Black. Because Trey's going to be sitting there going, I just want a Hayabusa that someone hasn't put a swing arm on. Hasn't put some stupid paint job. If you could just take a Hayabusa, a gift from God, and leave it to be the most beautiful motorcycle that Suzuki ever made, I would gladly buy it from you. But you got to go put a straight swing arm on this most beautiful motorcycle ever produced and ruin everything.
And that's every
That
word you
is-
said is exactly.
That is accurate to a T. That's
Lewis Black
perfect.
is your
That is
future.
perfect.
I just want a Busa that hadn't been screwed up and hasn't been sent back for the recall to slow it down.
So, I've been on the search for a half-breed unicorn Pegasus. Who's going to find theirs first?
You.
Yeah, I think I'm going to find.
you.
Challenge accepted.
I think I'm going to find mine first. Well, while you're sitting there looking at a Hayabusa with a stretched swing arm, chrome wheels, and an ugly paint job, I'm going to fly by you on my unicorn. Just putting that out there.
We'll see. I'm gonna buy 2 of them now.
Good, that way I can have one to ride.
Twinsies.
Yo, look at me, B. I would love to have an.
And I'm gonna screw with everybody like Revzilla did, and I'm gonna put a live wire sticker on the side of it.
So I would love to have a first gen Hayabusa like what you're talking about, but I would like to do one, which I think it was very close. They had an option that was very close. Essentially, I'd like to have the 04 Matt Mladen paint job on a Hayabusa with the 1000 rear subframe.
I don't know what that is.
Thought you were a good fit for this podcast.
Oh God.
Here we go. You're gonna be
Here
replaced
we
soon.
go.
If any of you here would like my job, take it.
I've replaced you on a couple episodes.
That's true.
It's true.
Took the week off.
No, you know what a 04 GSX-R 1000 Matt Mladen edition is.
Yeah. So they did that to a Hayabusa.
No, they did a very similar paint job on a Hayabusa, on one of the first gens. You could get like the blue and white,
Yeah.
very similar.
Oh.
I would want the exact same paint job on a Hayabusa as the 04 Matt Mladen editions. I would want to change the rear subframe and bodywork out from the Hayabusa rear subframe and bodywork to have the GSX-R 1000 rear subframe also.
So by subframe, what do you mean the subframe?
So the whole rear of the motorcycle would look like if you were behind it, you would think that you were behind a GSX-R 1000
Why don't you just buy a 1000?
because of the Hayabusa is a 1300.
Leave the Hayabusas alone. They're perfect the way they are. You're just as bad as those damn swing arm guys.
Oh, did I forget to mention I was going to stretch the swing arm? Did
No.
I forget that part? My bad. My bad. I'm going to buy a Hayabusa and put a Repsol paint job on it. You want to do it to a
You
gold
know
one.
what? It would be better than the damn what do you like the chameleon paint job or whatever.
So what about a TL though?
Oh, those TLs are cool, and I wonder what kind of money they're going to bring later on.
I don't know if they're going to make much.
Well, cause see that, and I'm kind of on this. I'm kind of in agreement with you because as you've seen a few, they weren't that popular, and I don't think they had a real like prominent place back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
So let me put it this way. I think a super clean mint TL is going to cost you a mint.
Yeah, and you're probably right, just because of how rare they are.
Well, the guy that has a super clean mint TL that's going to sell it has probably upgraded most every single part on that motorcycle to be the best component that you can put on that motorcycle.
Well, and I see that going with a lot of different models too. So I was on,
even though it's also fat and heavy like a Hayabusa.
Yeah. But the thing is, you're not buying the bike because it's the best bike on the market, and it was, you're buying the bike because of some kind of sentimental value that it has associated with it, right?
Okay, so let me ask this question. What is Suzuki's deal with fat-looking, heavy motorcycles? Hayabusa, TL, Katana. There in the late 90s, early 2000s, they seem to have a fascination with fat. Not necessarily bad fat, but fatter looking, heavy motorcycles.
I don't know, but back then they sold.
They did sell.
They did. I mean, hell, what are we now on the third gen? And what? I can't do the math in my head now. We're 20 years into the Hayabusa now?
Yeah, well, we're 20 years into the Hayabusa because...
And it's still selling?
I remember when I was in high school, a dealer, you could go... If you were paying cash, you could buy them for $99.99 out the door all day long.
All day long.
All day long. I think that dealer's still in business too, actually.
Yep.
So, but then a whole bunch of people got popped riding around without license, tag, registration, insurance.
Hell, they
I guarantee
still sell them like that now.
Hang on, I guarantee you somewhere there's an impound lot that's full of bone stock, first generation Hayabusas.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, I think a lot of those that are in impound yard are probably missing half the fairing and probably bent frames and everything else where they went off popped the guardrail or whatever.
No, I'm talking about all those people because you can't tell me we're the only place that people were buying them for $99.99 cash. You know what the deal was with the $99.99 cash, right? Mm-mm. Anything over 10 grand, you had to report to the federal government. Yeah. And also, since they were buying it across state lines, that's how they were getting away without doing the registration information.
Yeah.
That same dealership, I remember 1000s were like 11 grand, and the 750s were like 12 and a half.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I think a lot of that had to do with insurance too, didn't it? Because if you came to, XYZ insurance company with a 1000, it was outrageously expensive. But if you had a 600 or a 750, it was drastically different.
Yeah, but the 750s were more expensive than the 1000s.
Well, for that reason, because by the time you financed the 750 and didn't have to have the outrageously high insurance, it was still cheaper to have the 750.
So I don't know the whole deal with the insurance thing with that. I know there was a whole deal about when you would register on your insurance, you wouldn't list it as 1,000 cc's. You would list it at that 998 or 999.
So I went through
they actually had it.
I went through a similar thing when I was in high school.
So then everybody got screwed over with the ones that. Who was it that made the one? It was like 1002. It's like they advertised it as like a 1000, but when they bought the bike, the true CCs was like 1002. It's you got screwed over.
I went through a similar thing with insurance when I was in high school. I was cleaning airplanes, so I was making, for somebody in high school, I was making pretty decent money. I was making I think at one time I was making like $800 or $900 a month while I was still going. I was a sophomore in high school.
Yeah.
So, of course, I couldn't wait to blow it. So it was between a motorcycle and a four-wheeler. All right. Ended up going with a four-wheeler, but the two motorcycles I was looking at was the
a 2001 Hayabusa.
No. There was three motorcycles.
Just ruined your whole life right there.
I really loved the. This would have been in 2003-ish, 2004. the SV 650.
Yep, I wanted one of those.
And then
Wait,
there was
the S or the R?
it had a little fairing on the front.
The small fairing, not the full fairing.
It was full fairing. I'm pretty sure.
Lower fairing?
No lower fairing.
Just the upper fairing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then the same dealership had the it was the GSXR 600. All right, I could afford either one, but then my stepdad at the time had the GSXR 1100 that I wanted, the air cooled model.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I said in a previous podcast it was the first liquid cooled, but it actually was one of the last air cooled models. Either way, well, before I did that, he advised me you better check on insurance first. So when he ran the insurance numbers, it was going to be impossible for me to afford the insurance on the 1100. But the 600s, even with me being 16 years old, was going to be very doable. So that's kind of how I figured out about the insurance game.
I think I just caught COVID.
You nasty bastard.
So, anyways.
But I ended up going with a four-wheeler, so it didn't matter.
So you know where we're at?
My house.
He's like, my house?
Yeah. I was going to say metaphorically, but technically not metaphorically.
Time for the game.
Is it time for the game?
Yeah, we are at the end. And we need to do something. We need to have some fun. We're going to do it different. Sorry, girls. I'm not going to involve y'all this time.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Heather's sad. Look at her face.
She probably sat there and the whole time was looking up motorcycles.
Was that what you were doing? Was sitting there looking at motorcycles?
I'm not gonna lie, I did the same thing.
Okay. No.
So no.
No.
No, I don't want to do it now.
Apparently, you don't want me involved now, so it's fine.
I don't want her involved. She's only the opening to every single podcast that y'all listen to. I hope you enjoy that. So no, if y'all have bikes, y'all are always complaining saying that you can't figure out motorcycles. I have a game we can do later.
No, I've been Googling shit.
All right, cool.
It's fine.
We better not have the same bikes. We should have compared notes.
All right, so you Googled motorcycles. All right, so let's do this. Heather, give us the first motorcycle.
What's funny is the first motorcycle I Googled like an hour ago, y'all just talked about.
The Hayabusa?
No, the TL1000.
Oh, TL1000?
Yeah.
Okay, so TL1000. I'd ride it. I mean, if I could find one clean, I'd ride it. I wouldn't do anything to it. Like I said, I know there's some guys out there that have them that track them. That put a lot of money into to build them simply because they're the V-twin machine. I wanted one, and I found one at a good deal, and I opened the gas door, and about a 1/4-inch thick chip of Bondo fell off the gas tank, so I didn't buy it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that yellow one.
I remember that, yeah.
It had the seat cowl and everything.
And it had to be yellow, too.
It was a precursor to the Hayabusa is what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely... if it hasn't been modified and it's pretty much all original, ride it. All right, Megan, what you got?
Oh, boy. How about a Suzuki Boulevard?
Sale.
What size?
19R? I don't know.
M109?
Yeah.
Sale. Crush. Can you crush it?
Burn?
Is that an option?
Can we burn?
No, I'm going to do chop, and I'm going to chop that thing up into 1,000 pieces.
Damn.
That's what I'm going to do.
I like bikes that turn.
He has a hatred for that thing.
It does look like a shitty bike, by the way. I saw the pictures, and it looks... I don't know how
As soon as you said Boulevard, I was like, I know exactly
I don't know how you have your arms. Like, I don't understand the
So, send your hate
I don't understand why they're still making things.
Send your hate mail to Megan Bell on Facebook.
I will welcome them.
Send your
I
hate
will
mail.
actually reply.
Send your comments to Lewis Bell. Find me on Facebook. I will reply to every single one of them with a video message about why you're wrong.
All right.
With a video message.
So, Heather.
Wow, I'm sorry.
Let's see. Okay. So,
You had a list, and now you're sitting here
no,
going,
I had some. I wasn't.
she
sure.
had one.
No, I wasn't sure if I was going to use any of these.
She had one.
No,
What you got?
an Aprilia RSV.
RSV Tuono
Yes,
or
Sale.
factory?
whatever Tim had.
It doesn't matter. You're gonna sell it.
No, I'd ride both of them. I'd ride both of them. I'd ride both of them to Atlanta to get them worked on, and then I'd ride it back home.
I would ride
You
it.
know what
I
I
would
got?
ride it to Atlanta to trade it for cash.
You ain't
And
got
you
to trade
come
to
back
cash. You can ride it over to that European dealership in town.
Oh, that's how I can get my 900.
There you go. There you go. That's how you get your.
Yeah.
All right, Megan, what you got?
Honda CBR.
What size?
Yeah. What size?
I don't know. What size would you prefer?
600, 1,000.
I'll do 1,000.
Okay, so I'm gonna go.
Thank you, Heather.
I'm gonna go the 08, the first year for the kind of rounder nose,
Yeah.
the body change. 08 1000. I'm gonna call out that body. My favorite, I just want to say, my favorite is 07 blue and yellow undertail exhaust. You know what bike I'm talking about? 07 blue and yellow undertail exhaust
I know.
CBR 1000.
I love that bike. Yes.
But
I know
I'm
what that
gonna
bike
go
is.
black and gray
Oh, okay.
08. Beautiful machine. What you got?
600 RR, and I'm gonna ride it.
600.
Are you going orange and gray?
No, I'm gonna stick with red.
Stick with red. All right, Heather. What's your next bike? Last bike. Make it a good
Last
one.
bike. Okay, so this one
Hey,
is
one
near
tray.
and dear to
Another
my
one.
heart
I'll stand.
because I rode on the back of one for
I get
years.
tired if I sit down.
Okay.
Okay, gotcha.
I appreciate it.
A Honda 599.
We got plenty of chairs.
Honda 599. Okay, so with a 599, I've seen some people do some interesting stuff with a 599. Heather said a Honda 599. So CB 600F, whatever you want to call it.
The 599.
Yeah, what I had, the one they made in the asphalt, single side, underside exhaust.
That bike is near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
I love that bike.
So I've seen where people have made modern cafe racers out of them.
Yes.
And that's what I do. Basically, your 900 RS, guys have turned 599s into like what 900 RS is. So are you confused on what a 599 is?
Yeah, I'm not
Oh,
sure.
thank you, darling.
So you know what a 600 F4i is?
Oh yeah.
So necking from the factory.
I'd ride it.
Would you do anything to it? Just ride it?
No, just ride it.
All right.
Yeah.
When you
Megan-
make something that looks good like that, you don't have to do anything to it.
I had one in asphalt. It was a cool bike. It wouldn't run when it got wet. That's the one that kept breaking on me all the time.
Yeah.
Megan, what you got? What's the last bike?
Last bike, Megan.
Oh, I thought I already picked two.
Yeah,
supposed
it's
to be
3.
African twin.
African twin.
Oh, girl.
Ooh, I know what Trey's going to do with the African
Did
twin.
you panic?
Me?
That's a good choice, though.
I would turn it into like a trail bike. I mean,
Okay, yeah.
I wouldn't put the hard cases or anything like that on it. I would just ride it as it is. But I mean, like, I'd probably unbolt the kickstand from an African twin because I'd never put it on a kickstand. I'd lean it up against walls or drop it in the front yard or something like that.
Yeah.
It'd be my overgrown dirt bike.
Yeah. For me, vertically challenged, selling it. I'm sure it's a great bike. But
Have you walk around here?
sorry. Yeah.
Move the
So for
microphone a
me,
little bit.
being vertically challenged, I'm selling it. I'm sure it'd be a great bike. I'm sure it is a great bike, but just not a great bike for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
So you're saying no to the African twin.
Hey,
I'm saying no to
hey,
the African twin.
short people problems.
That is right.
But you're saying yes to the Pan America?
Yes.
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 Because
To,
I've sat on both bikes.
Yeah.
I've sat on both bikes, and I know I can do the Pan America, even without the lowering and all that. I can do that. I can do that one. However, and seat height, I don't know what the difference is between the two, but I do know that the African twin, the way it's shaped, it's impossible for me.
well, I don't know why, but I keep seeing comparisons between like Pan America, Triumph Tiger, 1150 Explorer, BMW GS 1200, and African twin. That is not the same class of motorcycle.
Yeah.
An African twin is legitimately an overgrown CRF. I mean, completely different engine. It's not, you're not going to ride an African twin cross country on a paved road.
Yeah.
No.
you're not going to walk in to your local bar wearing a t-shirt saying, I didn't know BMW made cars until I passed one. I've seen that t-shirt. A couple Germans in town have one of those t-shirts. You've never seen that before? No. It's a BMW Motard shirt. Yeah, on the back it says, I didn't know BMW made cars until I passed one.
Nice, very nice.
It'd just be pretty good if they made a better motorcycle.
Hey everybody, this is Sean at White Lightning Harley Davidson. I want to thank you for listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You can reach the podcast on Facebook or Instagram at The Daily Biker, or you can email the podcast at thedailybiker@gmail.com. Be sure to keep an eye on White Lightning Harley Davidson social media pages for the most up-to-date information on all our events and where you can find the boys.